Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Hawkeyes offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And then finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Huskies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Makes the grab. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the big fella. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left in the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's DeLuca. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets it out fast. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's money time. It's third and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it to the back on the draw. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on target this time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Finds a man on the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lowers those pads. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Whitted. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They boot it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's DeLuca. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll go right back to it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll try the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the run from inside his own 5. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That's caught. It's DeLuca. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to go up top in times running out in the half. Open space on the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line. It's DeLuca. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the tight end. Snaps it in the shotgun. Takes the easy completion. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Husky. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's head back to the gorgeous Pacific Northwest and the fellas at UW.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
This offense has it with really good field position. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And then third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Makes the grab on 3rd. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. They boot it away. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. Swings it out to his running back. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Whitted. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hawkeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll give it to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Shotgun snap on third down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Iowa. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The give to the tailback. Oh, better look out! Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington! And the stomping has commenced. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last, and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Slithers into space. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Under fire. Puts it out of the air. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Gets it past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.